Hey guys, welcome back to video number 3. Let's talk storytelling with Adam. Super excited to have him back. It's always very, very interesting. Today's topic is our mindset. Keep hustling and going, and how we can fight those little weird thoughts that keep us from doing things.
Right. Yes.
Yeah?
Love it.
You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go, guys. We talked a little bit in our prior video, Los Angeles, and how important it is to have that home base.
Yeah, I actually think it's, in the last couple of years, I've become fascinated with that concept in particular because I do think it's something that's hard to quantify because it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
But I also think that in a lot of schools, it's also not really discussed.
Yeah.
And it's certainly not discussed on a regular basis. But just having an outlet to be able to express where you're at mentally right now and how you're feeling, or if you're motivated is a big part of it, or what you're struggling with, or what kind of thoughts are happening on a regular basis for you.
I don't remember where, but I read about it that we as humans have like 80,000 thoughts a day.
Whoa.
95% are repetitive. Are thoughts that just come over and over and over again.
Wow. I certainly have had thoughts where I've been like, oh man, another day of this, right? But I didn't give myself plan B, and so I don't have another option. I don't give myself the other option to look at something. When you start getting closer to jobs and then those don't happen, they really hit you in the head, and they really make you kind of go like, why do I do this for myself? A lot of people don't even ever get to that point.
Yeah, of course.
Most have quit before those opportunities even happen.
Yeah.
I've also gotten into this big idea, this kind of quote that I think really works really well is, we have to figure out how to make the mundane matter. We're going to do free stuff. We're going to act for free a lot. You really should be. You're going to do theater, or you're going to do an indie film, or you're going to do something small. It doesn't just start off like a lot of people see the Avengers and they're like, I want to do that. Or I love this TV show and I'm on that show. That's you know that's not how it is, but a lot of people refuse to think that's not how it is. And so you're not just going to jump into the lead of a show or the lead of a movie. You're going to start with this grind. And so how do you make no lines on a set for 3 days matter? How do you make a play where you have one scene and it's not a good scene matter? How do you audition for Hertz car rental and make it matter? How do you make these mundane things matter in our head and realize that the only one that's getting that job is the person that made that matter?
I don't remember who said this. I'm gonna go and build the biggest and strongest wall ever built. Like, that's not gonna work, you know? But just lay every single brick every single day as perfect as you can, and you're gonna have a wall. You don't know when it's gonna finish or when it's gonna stand, but you're gonna get there. But it's a brick at a time. It's one thing at a time. And if you fully commit and have passion about that one brick that you lay, you're gonna be all right, you know?
For everybody that's watching this video knows this. Kobe Bryant died recently.
Right.
When I was in high school, I played basketball, and Kobe Bryant started playing basketball when I was in high school, and for the Lakers, and that was my favorite team. He was the person I studied the most as far as motivation goes, and the concept of discipline. You can rely on me to show up and do my thing and be there and be a person that knows my part, and I'm going to put in the extra work, and I'm going to be studying, and I'm going to grind. There's a focus and dedication that somebody like Kobe Bryant, or he was the person that motivated me a lot. Always using it as an example of, like, he started right out of high school and started doing this. And I've always been like, so could I. And so I started my own theater company when I was 21. When I first opened the theater, I had a poster of him in the lobby. And that's kind of weird because it's like a theater and you have a picture of Kobe Bryant in the lobby. I think athletes are the same as actors. The only difference is we don't have the same shelf life, because there's a certain time where their body physically won't allow them to do it. Ours is a different kind of shelf life because we mentally can check out. They can obviously too, but we at some point can decide we don't want to do this anymore, or we're unmotivated, or we're undisciplined. I had a student tell me they didn't come to this class the other day. They weren't feeling well, and I just went, I don't care. And they were like, well, I was not feeling good. I was like, again, I don't care. What am I supposed to care about that? No. I feel bad that you didn't feel well as a person. I don't want people that I care about.
But regarding the work,
but regarding you not showing up, like, that excuse isn't going to work for me.
Going back to the thing about the athletes, he hates me for this, but TB12,
Yes.
he's still
Your guy.
my guy.
He's your-
And he's just my guy because he's a 6th round, 199 draft pick who came to the NFL without any chance on making the team, on making a career.
And he's the best.
And he's the best. There will always be people that are going to tell you no and you suck and not good enough and not this, not this, not this. If you just commit and just passionate about it, you'll be fine, 100%. I love to compare acting with athletes and sports in general because it's very, very similar. All the sacrifices you have to do.
Training, the studying, all that.
Training, studying, keep doing, studying your opponents, studying your own stuff, and keep improving, learning new styles, learning new things, adjusting in the moment. I always like to finish on one personal advice. What is your personal advice to all these people? How to keep going? How to keep motivating yourself?
If 1 month goes by and you haven't done anything that's related to acting or performing on some level, then you need to do that yourself. We have more power than we think we do in controlling our ability to act. I could have you over at my place and we could read a play together.
Yeah.
And get a lot of fun out of that.
Absolutely.
We would get a lot of fun if you and I sat down and read like Zoo Story or something like that. We would get a lot of joy out of that, just in talking about it and stuff like that. So often, a month will go by and nothing will happen. And then 2 months goes by, and then 3 months goes by. And the next thing you know, you haven't done anything and it's been a year. So a lot of people wait around for something to happen to them, and you actually need to take a lot more initiative and take a lot more creative control, and you can.
Very good point.
And I'm definitely an example, I think, of somebody that tries to do that.
So much.
Just
I
when
mean, you were 21 when you started your own theater. That's insane. You know what I mean?
And you have more control than you think you do.
Yeah. Please subscribe, hit that bell. You're gonna get notified whenever a new video is online. Please comment below if you have any questions or anything that you want us or Adam to go more in depth about. Thank you very much for watching again. Thank you, Adam, for being here, and I'll see you soon.